afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining our webinar with Solis, focusing on the hybrid products. Our sales manager on the Solis side just on the was another meeting. He's just gonna join maybe in 5 minutes. So before we begin, let me introduce you. We have Dora Wen, product manager in Solis. Hi, Dora.
Yeah, hi. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm Dora, and I'm the product manager from Solis. Yeah, and it's a pleasure to give you this introduction today. Yeah.
All right, great. Thanks for joining. And then we have Nouman, our sales engineer in Dubai.
Hello everyone, this is Nouman. I am electrical engineer with Nastech with more than 3 years. I'm responsible for Middle East country because my ability of talking in Arabic. So also if you have any question in Arabic, you can ask me. I will be happy to help you.
Yeah, thank you, Nouman. So we have Raven to join. He is the overseas sales manager. He'll be joining in 5 minutes, we hope. And then myself, Gokce Turgay, I'm the managing director of Nastech, Dubai. For our customers joining from maybe Turkey, I'll just switch to Turkish for just a second. Herkese hoş geldiniz diyorum. Webinarımıza katılan arkadaşlar için en sonda soru ve cevap kısmı olacak. Oraya dilediğiniz gibi Türkçe'de sorularınızı yazabilirsiniz. Webinarın chat opsiyonunu kullanmanızı rica edeceğim. All right. So, shall we begin with Nastech, Nouman?
Yes, sir. I will share my screen.
All right, sure.
Just a moment. Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes.
At first, I would like to thank all the customer and our partner who joined this webinar and thank for their time. We are happy to do a new webinar with the Solis, and we will be always doing the webinars and introduce the new items, the new product for all our partner. I will start with the introduction with the Nastech. Nastech established in 2010 in Dubai. So we are in Dubai like more than 15 years. We start in solar business in like we say in Corona time 2019, 2020. So we can say like 5 years we are in solar business. We have a qualified team who like response in logistic team or in engineering team. Like myself, I'm electrical engineer. I have different certificated from Hawaii, from university. So we can support you from different, choose the product, choose which product that you need to install in your project. Also from shipping, our logistic team, they have a very good experience, more than 15 years in the shipping and the logistic they are, so we can support everything for this point. We have different offices and warehouses. Our main office and warehouse in Dubai, Jebel Ali Free Zone. Also, we have office and warehouse in Istanbul, Turkey, and we have third office and warehouse in Namibia, Walvis Bay. So our territory is whole Middle East, whole Africa, and Turkey CIS country. For our brand that we are main distributor for it, for inverter, sure, we are main distributor with the Solis, the third biggest manufacturer on the world. Also, we are distributor with Huawei, with the Day, Testax Power, and for panels, we are with Longi, Jinko, Ulica. For batteries, we are with Dynas, Vico, and many more brands. This is a brief about our company. You can also contact us with our emails, as you can see in here, sales@nastech.ae, or with our number. We will be happy to help you and answer your question, or we can also quote if you have any requirement for your project. Thank you.
Yes, Nouman, thank you so much. I just want to add a couple of things. First of all, since 2010, we are in Dubai and we were doing something. Nouman, maybe you need to mention that. So Nastech is coming from the oil and gas. We still have the business interest in the oil and gas. We started our business as a procurement project supply company. We still do oil and gas, and the solar is our newish kind of baby. And our mother company is established in Turkey in 1989. So we are in business for more than 30 years. For our Turkish customers, again, I'm going to switch to Turkish for a second. Türk müşterilerimiz için İstanbul ofisimiz 2023'ten beri İstanbul Maltepe'de. Hem gümrüklü hem de gümrüksüz depolarımız İstanbul'da var. Hem Türkiye hem de çevre ülkelerdeki projelere buradan da ürünler yüklüyoruz, teslim ediyoruz. Ve Türkiye'de de şu an ben size İstanbul ofisimizden konuşuyorum. So yeah, I just explained the same thing in Turkish. Let's focus on the real deal of the day, talking about Solis S6 hybrid inverters in general.
Thank you for your valuable time, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this webinar, and we really appreciate your trust, Solis. So my name is Raven. I'm the sales manager of Solis for Middle East Asia, and so we can give you a very brief. Me personally, I can give you a very brief introduction of Solis. So first, I'd like to mention here, Jinglong Technologies is actually our company name. And Solis here is our brand name, which is actually a Spanish derived from Latin, which means sun. And the Nastech is our partner here, obviously. So it's going to be 3 parts here and take around like 15 minutes. So feel free to interrupt me whenever you have a question. So about country profile, I would love to start with our founder, Mr. Jimmy. He's actually been educated in UK for his bachelor, for his master and the PhD degree, and inverter was actually one of his projects when he was doing his PhD degree. He found it quite potential and good for sustainability, so he just simply quit and gave it China from Solis. He was also he was also state appointed expert. And some milestones of Solis. We were founded in the year of 2005, and after that, for the next several years, we start to obtain different certificates to enter different markets. For example, like UK, USA, and Australia. We are the first Asian string inverter manufacturer to enter UK and USA market actually. And a year of 2016, our 4th generation inverter hit the market, and we were first time ranked among the top PV brands by EOPD research. A year of 2019, a big year for Solis actually. We've been listed on the stock list of Shenzhen public market, and from 2020 till now, Solis was ranked among world's top inverter brand from different perspectives. And in the past 3 years, Solis is ranked as world's largest PV inverter manufacturer globally by third party as well. So some basic data of Solis here. We have more than 4,500 employees globally, and 800 of them is from the R&D team. And our annual capacity has reached 80 gigawatt, and soon we can hit 100 gigawatt. Our shipment for 2022 is more than 26 gigawatt, and for 2023 is more than 35, I think, 35 or 36. And our total assets, actually, we own our factory, the equipment, the land, and also from the part of sustainability, we also own around 5 giga of the solar plant in China. So with all the ownership, our total assets has reached over $2.8 billion US. And this year is our 2 decades anniversary. So with the ownership of all those equipments, we have a very good control of our productivity. Some data about shipments, you can see everything is growing year by year. This is actually a video about our manufacturing center, how we, because production is highly production matters a lot for the quality and the reliability of the inverters we delivered to the projects, to the customers, to the partners. So in Solis, as you can see here, we have our manufacturing base is highly automatically. And what you see here is actually a laser test. So what we try to let our partner know is we don't only do the production here in our manufacturing base, we also do the inspection and testing here. So as you might know, actually, automation in production can provide a better quality control. And in terms of automation alone, actually, in these terms alone, and among the whole inverter industry, Solis is so far doing the best. That's optical inspector. That's assembling actually. Yes, that's raw material, how we transport it and how we keep them. Yes, aging test launch. So we doing during the production, we doing optical inspection, function test for the PCB board, high voltage test for the PCB board, and function test, high voltage test, the setting test for the inverters, aging test for the inverters. Also another round of function tests after the aging test for the inverters. So every single unit inverter we manufactured for the mass production is fully tested before we ship them out. Okay, thank you. And about the product profile here, as a electronic products, inverters quality is highly relied on its electronic components, and Solis has 100% of the key components from both top brand, like LGBT is from Infineon, and also you can see we have those brands from Japan, America, and like also Europe. And despite of the components of the production, also we have do some extra testing and inspections for our inverters. So we are here doing raining simulation tests. Later on, we also have something like we also have high temperature, low temperature simulation test, transportation simulation, vibrating test. So all these just want to guarantee that our inverter can work and operate properly in different in different condition.
So this is the vibration test. In the video, it is not that clear. So the previous one was the drop test. Now that was the vibration. And this is the X-ray test.
X-ray test, yes. So also that's a sealing test and tightness test. What I love to mention here is actually we are using air to do the sealing test, which is more strict. There's some other manufacturer they're using actually simply water. So with air, the test condition will be much more strict. With that, we can guarantee our IP level is more stable. Also here, we are doing some like functional and electronic tests here. We can see a lot of data on the different simulation. That is just to see our inverter will working in a proper condition. Okay, with the help of all that, Solis has reached the useful life projection at or near the top of string inverter life projection, which is recognized by DNVGL. Also, Solis was recognized as Tier 1 PV inverter by Bloomberger. So again, back to our product profile here. For the on-grid inverter, on-grid string inverter, we have the widest range actually till now. So we have from 0.7 to 350, which covers for residential, commercial industry, and utility. All of them, they have the multiple MPPT. And for the hot, I'm sorry, it's not moving. Okay, for the most hot topic here today, the energy storage inverters. So far, we have. I'll just mention what we actually needed in our market. So off-grid from 4 to 5 kilowatts, which supports low voltage battery, lead acid or lead lithium batteries are compatible. And for hybrid, we have from single phase from 3 to 8 kilowatts, 12 to 16 kilowatts, and three phase 8 to 15 kilowatts. So these three units, these three models, they can work, they can connect with low voltage batteries, lithium, lead acid, all works, and they all have dual these AC inputs and outputs. And for high voltage, we have from 5 to 10 for high voltage batteries. Okay, we have from 5 to 10, 12 to 20, and 30 to 50. We have the plan to launch some bigger size system as well. So all of them, all the inverters, actually, they're equipped with the LCD displays now, which is more suitable for the local market requirements. Despite of the inverters, we also have our own monitoring systems for residential, for small CNI, and for bigger CNI and the utility. And also we have our own platform, Solis Cloud.
I think we lost Raven again.
Hi.
Yeah, we lost you,
lost
Raven,
you.
for a sec.
From which part shall I continue? Here?
From here.
Or next page?
From here, please. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we have our monitoring and logger device here. Logger device for residential, for different projects, for different project scope, for residential, for small CNI, and even for bigger CNI and utility. And also we have our platform, online platform, Solis Cloud, which is actually available for iOS, for Android, and for web. So you can check the status and the data of your site easily remotely. So our on-grid single-phase on-grid inverters are 6th generation from 2.5 to 6 kilowatts, a smaller size and lighter weight. So it's going to be a very good choice to MPPT design. And the commercial industry one, on-grid inverter from 80 to 125 kilowatts, a maximum 10 MPPTs and higher DC-AC ratio higher than 150%. And some functions like PID recovery, IV curve scan, and the 350 kilowatts hour. So far, the biggest capacity we have for utility output voltage 800 volts, IP66, C5 anti-correlation level, and it has two versions, 12 MPPT and 60 MPPT for different panels. It supports power line communication and Y connectors as well. And the upgrading inverter, we have 4 and 5 kilowatts, which supports lead acid and low voltage lithium batteries. It can actually also send export power to the grid now. It's a new function, IP21 actually. And the hybrid, we have 3 to 8 kilowatt plus version with LCD, 10 seconds to 100% surge power backup overload capability, and this dual and the double backup ports. It also supports single phase and three phase flexible connections with the maximum units is 6 units. And same here, single phase from 12 to 16. The functional wise is more or less similar with 3 to 8 kilowatts. And the three phase 8 to 15 kilowatts, same. 20 kilowatts high voltage,
So
and
Raven,
50
I'm
kilowatt
sorry,
high
the
voltage.
15 is three-phase 15 is low voltage battery side, right?
Yes, low
Okay.
voltage batteries. Yes. So far we support 6 units parallel as well.
Okay.
Okay. 20 kilowatts high voltage and 50 kilowatts high voltage. So we have two battery inputs here, so you can connect with two clusters of high voltage batteries, and up to maximum 140 ampere charge and discharge current for MPPTs. And also, I love to mention here one very important function here is, for example, the 40 kilowatt RC, it can connect with 80 kilowatt panels, and at no time, when the panels is generating 80 kilowatt power to the inverter, we can get 40 to the backup and another 40 to the battery. So with this function, like in some areas in the rainy season, maybe you only have 1 or 2 hours sunny time with full lights, with full sun and no time. So with these 2 hours, it can charge the battery to full. And it also supports 1.6 times overload capability on the backup port. It's so far I think one of the best among the whole market. Actually, so far, we already tested 10 units parallel for on-grid and off-grid operation. So we can claim 10 units parallel. It's the biggest we can do now.
Great.
Okay, and some case studies here. We have different reference globally. In USA, we have some like residential projects and storage, of course, and in Australia, on-grid residential. UK on-grid CNI 1 mega. Also, that's actually a small utility 10 mega in Poland. Not a big CNI actually in Australia. That's a 300 megawatt project, a tied-up flat project near our factory, with our 255 model. The inverter and the panels is not floating; they're just above the water. And 1 gigawatt is so far one of the biggest string inverter project globally. 1 gigawatt with our 255 model. That's the project as well. So with all that I've just explained, what we try to actually express to our partner and to our customer is that in Solis is the technology and the reliability driving Solis, not something else. Okay, thank you very much. That will be all from my side.
Thank you, Raven.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Dora, back to you. But before we switch to Dora now, Dora will talk about the residential hybrid inverters. Raven, can we get some promise from you that we will do the commercial high voltage hybrid inverters with different battery and different applications in a following webinar?
Definitely. As long as it's required, we'll definitely do it.
Okay. All right. Great. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Dora, the product manager from Solis, and today I'm going to introduce the Solis residential hybrid inverter solution for you. And so, yeah, currently this is our full range of the residential hybrid inverter products. So including the 4 to 5 kilowatt off-grid inverters, 3 to 8 kilowatt and 12 to 16 kilowatt single-phase low voltage. And for the three-phase low voltage, we have the 8 to 15 kilowatt and the 5 to 10 and 12 to 20 kilowatt three-phase high voltage inverters. So the power range covers the entire range of the 3 to 20 kilowatt. Oh, and this is the residential solution overview. Yeah. So the excess PV power can be stored in the batteries and control and feedback to the grid, to the grid load. And the users can monitor and control the inverter through the Bluetooth and all connected data logger for remote monitoring. Oh, can you see my screen right? Okay, so next I will mainly introduce one of our stop products, the single phase low voltage X6 3 to 8 plus model. So these are the views of this hybrid from different perspectives. And this model has 3 bottom views. 3 to 5 kilowatt and the 6 kilowatt have 2 MPPTs and 2 input strings, but the 8 kilowatt has 2 MPPTs and 4 input strings. And about the external fans, the 3 to 5 kilowatt doesn't have the external fans, so it's natural air cooling without the external fans. So it's very friendly to the customers who are sensitive to the noise. And for the 8 kilowatt and 6 kilowatt have the variable speed fans. So the customer can select the low noise mode to decrease the fan speed. Oh, and I will introduce the features and the functions of our products so that you can know more about the technical details and the advantage specifications. So the max input current is up to 16 amp, perfectly compatible with the 182 PV modules. So you can it can reduce the power generation loss by 3%.
Dora, just I want to add something to here. Can you go one slide back? Yeah, this one. So in the especially Middle East and Africa, the trend of the solar panels were like up to last year it was like 550 watt. Now this year or the last, let's say 6-8 months, the minimum moved to 585 watt, and then but the main streamline of the panels we are selling is like 610 to 620 watt panels. So you are saying that even the smallest 3.5 to 5 kilowatt single phase S6 will be okay working with the up to 650 watt panels, right? So because it's a big question now in the region.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, for the residential single phase, I think maybe 3 to 8 kilowatt, the 16 amp is enough. But and we have the 12 to 16 kilowatt model. The max input current is up to 20 amp, so it can perfectly compatible with the 210 PV modules,
which is 700 watts and above. Yeah, you are referring to the number of cells in the panel, but most of our viewers will be knowing those panels by their nominal peak power. So the 182 is the 182 cell PV modules, which is approximately now 620 watt, and then the bigger size would be 700 watt and above, approximately. Yes, Dora.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, actually, but this one, I think maybe next one about the max usable PV power. I think maybe can make sense about the improved utilization of the PV modules.
So this is a typical case when you have the like the AC kind of load comes in on top of everything working. So at that time, maybe the power requirement, the load can go over the design capacity. And this graphic is showing us that up to 10 seconds, any given inverter in this range can work 160% of its nominal capacity for up to 10 seconds. Right, Dora?
Yeah. How to say? Yeah, I think so. Rather, 我不知道该怎么说。
Dora, shall we continue?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, we can. Please, next slide, if you finish this one.
Sorry. Yeah, okay, sorry. Maybe pearl a signal. So, if you can't hear me clearly or
We can. Good.
Yeah, okay. So, and the max usable PV input power can reach the 1.6 times, so it's better than the competitors. So actually, for example, if the customer installed the 8 kilowatt hybrid inverter, the max usable PV power is 12.6 kilowatt. The inverter can supply the 8 kilowatt power to the load, and the excess 4.6 kilowatt PV power will charge the battery at the same time. So this can improve the utilization of the PV power. This is better than the competitors. Yeah, and 10 seconds of 200% surge power backup overload capability. So for the backup port supports 2 times 10 seconds overload. So it can provide the stable power supply at the moment when the inductive load starts, such as the air conditioning, ovens, or the water pump. And the switching time is less than 4 milliseconds. Yeah, when the grid is cut off, seamlessly switching to off-grid mode to ensure the continuous power supply for the customer's critical load and avoid the customer losses, yeah, such as the stocks or this tennis game. Yeah, and about the adaptability to the weak power supply to the harsh environment. Yeah, we have the wide grid voltage adaptation range. So the default AC grid voltage range is 145.6 to 299 voltage. So even in the situations or the grid of generator frequency and voltage instability or fluctuations. So our inverter can maintain the stability with the load. So this ensures there are no voltage flickering lights, so we can provide the reliable power supply. So this is better than others. And for the protection level is IP66, so it offers the protection against the strong water column impacts. With 8 times the waterproof capacity of the IP65 standard. So this is better than the competitors. And our operating temperature is up to 60 degree. So we will do better for the in the harsh environment. And we can support the Bluetooth, LCD screen, and the Wi-Fi to make the interaction more friendly. So for the Bluetooth type, it's easy to configure in the complicated installation environment, such as no the Wi-Fi signal, so the customer can use the Bluetooth or the LCD screen. So this Zettler LCD screen has passed the double 85 test, the temperature 85 degree and humidity 85%. And the refresh time is 500 milliseconds, so straightforward display. So for the LCD screen and the Bluetooth type is real-time refresh time data. And for the remote control, the Solis data logger, yeah, the power flow in real time. If you click the power flow, you can select the 10 seconds data refresh time. So actually, by default, other competitors, the inverter data on the platform size is updated every 1 minute or 5 minutes. So if the real-time switch is turned on, the data logger will collect the data in real time and upload all the parameters to the Solis cloud every 10 seconds. So this can improve the efficiency of the first installation and commissioning and or the troubleshooting. And for the first configuration, we have the 5-step quick initial setting guide. So it's simple and the fast configuration for the customers. Maybe can only use the 3 minutes to get the hybrid system running normally. So the first step is inverter time. Select the battery type or the branch, and select the meter and city setting. Select the grid code and select the storage mode. Then this is finish. This is basic settings. The whole system can run normally. And the parallel system, our residential hybrid inverters, the maximum support 6 same rating inverters in parallel. And actually, yeah, for the master and slave, any changes made on the master can be synchronized to the slave. So no need for resetting on the slave. Can only set on the master is okay. Yeah, and for the i6 model, we added the independent generator port to meet the needs of the different customers. So this is the 3-in-1 function port. It can be used as the genset input, smart load output, and AC coupled. So if the generator, so it can be directly connected to the generator without the ATIs. So the generator can and the inverter can supply power to the load at the same time. Yeah, and if the smart load is connected, so our system can support 2 backup loads. So with the smart load as a non-critical load. So the system will automatically enable or disable the the power supply to the smart load according to the battery SoC. So this flexible load configuration ensures the stable power supply for these critical loads. In off-grid mode, the battery SoC is not enough. And intelligent AC coupling. So if the customer has the existing grid-tied PV plant, so it's easy to upgrade and hybrid plant. So without the purchasing additional accessories, so the access so the excess PV energy can be stored in the battery to improve the utilization of the PV power. Yeah, and our products can be compatible with all the 40 voltage to 60 voltage batteries, all the lithium battery without communication, lead acid battery, DIY battery pack, and unbranded battery. And for the lithium battery, so far it has matched more than 70 lithium battery brands around the world, such as Dennis, BYD, LG, Veco, and Palon. So it can provide more battery options for the customers. And actually, for the can reduce the installation cost of the customers' whole system. Yeah, and the last, we support the 6-period customizable charging or discharging time and current settings. So it can be set to charge batteries at the different electricity price to maximum the profits. Yeah, I think that's all. So this is some details and the specification of the whole residential hybrid inverter. So yeah, I think I'm finished.
Yeah. Thank you, Dora. Thank you, Raven. Actually, there is some question from our customer in the chat, so if we can maybe answer their question. Like Raven, they asked it at first what the IP range of the rating of the inverter.
As for the IP range, for the off-grid inverter is IP21, and for on-grid and hybrid is either IP65 or IP66.
I see. Yeah. There is a second question from Mr. Kasara. How can a 4.6 kilowatt hour battery connect to 8 kilo inverter? What is the C rate of batteries? I think maybe here.
I think it's beside. I think it depends on the battery.
Yeah, the C rate, Mr. Kasara, it's depend on the battery. But I think that here maybe the recommended battery what you connect with the inverter, you can put 2 times for inverter capacity. Like inverter 5 kilo, you can put up to 10 kilowatt hour batteries. So you can put what you want for batteries capacity, and the C rate it will be depend on the battery.
Yeah.
Also, if anyone has any question, he can write it in the chat. Mr. Raven and Miss Dora, they will be happy to answer all your question. I think there is someone typing, so just a moment. Let's see if there is any question. Can we use any lithium brand batteries for the hybrid inverter? Please, Dora, maybe can you reshare again your screen for the compatible list for the hybrid batteries with the hybrid inverter with Solis?
Sorry.
Yeah, what?
Sorry, Dora. Dora, can you hear me?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so you only share my screen of the battery brands, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
because the
please.
customer asking which
Okay.
batteries is compatible with the hybrid inverter from Solis in the chat.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, this is the mainly brands around the world. Actually, not all the battery brands has matched. We just display the main battery brands around the world.
Yeah, there are many brands here, and if any customer is interested, we can share the full compatibility list
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
approved lithium batteries. But for the gel and the acid, you can use anything as long as the voltage is within the inverter's battery charging voltage.
Yeah. There is also a new question for Evan or Dora, no problem, who will answer. The
No,
question
Nouman,
is
you can answer this question.
sure. For off-grid setup, what is the difference between high voltage and low voltage? Which one to choose? It depends, sir, on your system and your design. For residential and small capacity, as what Ms. Dora mentioned, you will use the low voltage. You have like load 12 kilo, you have load 15 kilo. You will use low voltage in your design. For commercial, sure, you will go for the high voltage up to like 50 kilo Solis high voltage inverter. Because commercial and industrial, there should be high voltage product.
Yeah, maybe Naman, we need to mention that this high voltage and low voltage is just referring to the battery charging side of the inverter. So if it's a single phase inverter, anyway the load side is 220, 230 volt, and if it's a three phase, then it's going to be 380 to 400 volt for the grid kind of side. But for the charging side, then the battery voltage will be between 40 to 60, as Dora explained. But when you go to the high voltage, then the batteries are connected to each other in a serial way. So when it is series, then each battery you add, the voltage goes up. So then there is a minimum voltage for the high voltage, I think is 150 or 160, which means that there will be at least three battery packs units to start, and then depending on the size, I think 50, the top will be around 900 volts for the 50 high voltage inverter. Then your battery voltage shouldn't exceed 900 volt, because then the inverter cannot handle more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Also, there is a new question. Do we need other device for the remote monitoring for the hybrid inverter, or it will come with the necessary device for the plug?
Naman, you can answer that too.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi plug, sir, it will be included in the box when you buy any inverter. It will be inside the box, so you just need to connect to the inverter to the Wi-Fi, and you can remotely monitoring it from Solis Cloud.
And Solis Cloud is free of charge. For bigger installations like our sub-distributors or like the EPC customers, there is another set of settings that you can create, like a project, and under the project you can put many different plans that you will have access, and then you can monitor. And of course, Solis will give full support from remote firmware update, upgrade, to troubleshooting via the Solis Cloud first. And then if there is any physical material replacement, etc. is needed, then Nastech will be the one who will help you to change or replace that product. By the way, none of our Solis guys mentioned that Solis actually has one of the lowest fail rate in the industry. Maybe Raven, you need to mention this first because the support is important. But if something is not failing, why would you need a support? So as far as I know, maybe you have some numbers to share with us. What would be like the approximate fail rate, your statistical data from the factory? Do you have anything like that?
Actually, thanks for mentioning this point. Actually, the failure rates is very important point of inverter for inverter industry. The failure rate for different model is actually different. What we can mention here, what I love to mention here, I can, instead of precise data, I would love to give you some actual example which happens in the past 2 years in Middle East Asia and in MENA region. Like in Tunisia, where we have a local partner there as well. We've been shipped around more than, I think, several thousand units of inverter to there, and only three to five pieces was being claimed as failure. And also in Jordan, we have same thing happened. We shipped several thousand units of inverter there because and the failure rate is very good. So the main reason is mainly because first about the grid condition, and the second about the installation. Actually, the installation matters a lot. So that's what we want to express to our partner is, as long as you install the system in a proper way, the failure rate will be more than good enough for the system to last for more than 5 or 10 years.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raven.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think there is one more question coming, and then maybe after that we can conclude, and then Nouman, you can maybe share. Yeah.
Do you have someone to come to site here in UAE to visit and check on extension solar setup 15 kilo and lead batteries, but inverter need to be changed, and I need advice on which. Mr. You can send to sales@nastech.ae for this project, and we can select the product what you can suggest for you, and we can help you, no problem. Just send more details about your project to sales@nastech.ae. I will repeat it here in the chat.
Yeah.
Here, I sent it in the chat. So we can check about your project and advise you.
I think we can maybe conclude. I would like to thank everybody, especially Dora and Raven, making this happen. So this was just an introduction to the mostly residential inverters, but for sure there are a lot of questions about also the commercial applications, high voltage and high capacity. So we may it will be a good idea to repeat this maybe in a month's time, and then go more technical questions about more challenging applications and battery and putting the battery in clusters in series and maybe in the different sites. So Raven already promised us that this will happen. So thank you very much, Raven. Thank you, Dora, for your time and energy. And thank you, Nouman, for arranging. And thank you for all of our customers who joined today. So who wants to watch this again, we will shortly post it into our Nastech Solar YouTube channel, where you can maybe watch it or share with the people who maybe didn't have any chance to join today. From my end, that's all. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much for all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Good to see you soon. Bye.